ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hetal.
I'm Anuja.
And today we're making Gulab Jamun.
This is an all-time favorite Indian dessert and it wins every time, hands down.
Yes. And here's what you're going to need.
Half cup powdered milk, tablespoons all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons yogurt, 1 tablespoon clarified butter or ghee, teaspoon baking soda, 2 cups water, 2 cups sugar, couple of drops of rose essence, half teaspoon powdered cardamom, few strands of saffron, optional. Okay, we have a pan over here. We're going to get the syrup ready first. Here's the sugar, the water, the cardamom powder and the saffron. Now the saffron and the cardamom powder, you can put to taste, and we just put about a little bit, and you can put one or the other as well, and a couple of drops of rose essence. And if you don't have that, you can also use rose water, but rose water you'd probably use a little bit more. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay. And
stove, and you're going to let the mixture boil, and all the sugar is going to be incorporated well. And as soon as it comes to the boil, switch it on low and let it continue going until we do the rest of our ingredients. Okay, before we get started, we have oil for deep frying on the stove, and it needs to heat up between low and medium. And while that's heating, we're going to work on our gulab jamuns.
Right, so we're going to work on the dough. We're going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients first. The powdered milk and the flour and the baking soda. And I'm going to mix it and then put in the ghee or the clarified butter. Okay, and then the yogurt is the binding factor, so it's just going to kind of depend on what kind of consistency the yogurt is. And I've also got a little bit of milk ready just in case I need it.
Sometimes if your yogurt is on the watery side, you might not need any milk at all, but I think it might need a little bit here. No? No? Okay. No milk then. Okay. Now, do we have to let this sit for a while, or?
Yes, most dumplings or atta items, you need to let them sit for about 5-10 minutes at least. And this is such a small quantity, so I think 5 minutes should be plenty.
And you can definitely double up these ingredients and make a bigger batch if you like.
There you go. The sugar syrup has come to a boil, so we're going to reduce it to simmer and just let it be there for till we actually are ready to put the dumplings in. Alright, our dough has been resting. We're going to just pinch off a little bit. And now we're going to make small balls so that, because later on after we fry it and we put it in the sugar syrup, they absorb all the sugar from there and they'll just increase and at least double, they'll double in size. So just going to make balls quickly.
And you kind of want to get a nice smooth ball and try not to have any cracks in it.
Yes, very important point.
So let me help you. And it also helps if you, from your leftover clarified butter or ghee, just put a little bit in your palms of your hand, and that way the milk dough doesn't stick to your hand. These do look really, really tiny, but trust us, they're going to plump up nicely. Alright, we have just now finished rolling all our gulab jamuns, so we're going to fry them next.
And the oil is perfect temperature. And it's the key to making good gulab jamuns. It cannot be on high, otherwise the gulab jamun will get cooked from the outside and it'll be raw inside. You don't want that. So it has to be on like low You have to have the patience and let it cook all the way through.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and put them in. And please be careful while frying. And it needs to sit down at the bottom of the pan for a couple of minutes before it rises. That's the right way.
I'm gonna put it here so it doesn't splash oil on me.
Just move these around. And plus you need to keep moving them around so that they get even color. I think we'll stick to this and we'll do that in the next
batch.
Yeah. And right now the temperature is on low and I'm going to keep it that way. And this is the color you're looking for. This is like the perfect color. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. So not more than like a minute or so. They don't need to be cooked any more than that.
Wow.
So I'm going to go ahead and put it on a paper towel. And then also the sugar syrup has already boiled and it's on simmer, but I'm going to give it one more boil and then put the Gulab Jamun in there. Alright, ready for the others?
And this has made about 15 Gulab Jamuns, but like I said, you can easily double up the recipe and make a bigger batch.
Yeah, also depends on what size
exactly
the Gulab Jamun. So, and if you like really sweet stuff, and we have used 1 cup of sugar for 1 cup of water. If you like things sweeter, you can always add more or less according to taste. Because the sweet part of the Gulab Jamun is in the syrup.
Right.
There's no sugar
in the balls,
dumpling.
Actually,
yes. You know what this reminds me of?
No.
Every wedding in India
has
Gulab Jamun, and the most surprising and beautiful combination, ice cream. The hot Gulab Jamun and the cold ice cream. Awesome. There you go. Let's turn that off. And that's boiling, so we're going to go ahead and put that in. The sugar syrup has again come to a boil, and we've just put it on simmer. And we're going to go ahead and drop in the Gulab Jamuns. Now you want to let them sit in the syrup for a while, at least about 45 minutes or so, so that they soak in nicely. Some people like to leave it overnight. The longer you leave it, the better. So now we're going to turn it off, and we're going to cover it, and we're going to let it sit for about 45 minutes.
Okay, our Gulab Jamun are now ready to eat.
Yum.
They look delicious.
And I'm going to cut one through the center and just show you what it's supposed to look like. So now this is what, if you notice over here, it's all even color, and there's no ring in the center. If there's a ring in the center, that means it's not cooked properly, and that means your oil temperature was not okay. So anyway, so make sure it's all the way cooked nicely and thoroughly, and you can't let this go waste.
How is it? Excellent. So join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.